Increasing capital gains taxes is a terrible idea, and it is now the centerpiece of Obama's proposed legislative package that he spelled out in Tuesday's State of the Union address. He has already raised it from 15 to 20 and then added on the Obamacare tax, making it 23.5, and now he wants to up it, gather to 28.5. We have to understand that the capital gains tax is the barrier that separates innovation from employment. When somebody comes up with an idea that could conceivably really take off, he or she needs investors. Those investors essentially invest their money at great risk, and if they win, they get a nice reward, and if they lose their money. No guarantees in this business. And the capital gains tax is really a penalty for success. It says that if after you make this bet and you assume all of the risk, the bet goes south and the investment doesn't work, the feds will not help you at all. You're on your own. But if it works, we're going to take up to 1/3 of the money, or 28% of the money. And the higher the capital gains tax, the higher the wall that ideas have to vault in order to get funded, so that the next Apple or the next iPhone or the next advance in technology or in anything is going to face that barrier against investment. Now, of course, the equitable argument is always that it's a second tax, that the money you're investing is after-tax money. You've already paid the tax, and now the capital gains tax is a tax on taxed income. But apart from the equity of that, it's a stupid tax because it really stops innovation and job creation at its source. Now, it's important for us to understand one thing further. It generates no revenue. The capital gains tax, the history has always been that whenever you raise the capital gains tax, you have a burst of investment the year before you raise it. Well, the raise takes effect so you can get in under the wire. And then, once it takes effect, there's a huge fall-off in investment, and the tax actually costs you money. The big reason that President Clinton was able to balance the budget in the middle of the 90s was not the tax increases he imposed in 1993. It was the tax cut he imposed in 1996, when he lowered the capital gains tax 28% to 20%. Bush lowered it further to 15%. But that cut in capital gains tax occasioned a dramatic increase in revenue to the federal government, and that windfall permitted President Clinton to balance the books and balance the budget. I was once in a meeting with Treasury Secretary Bob Rubin, and I was urging repeal of the capital gains tax, or at least cutting it. And I said, it's a tax that generates no revenue. In fact, it costs you money. And he conceded the point. But he said that we have to tax earned income and investment income equally so that we can be fair to working Americans. And I said, only a liberal would say be fair to working Americans by denying them the jobs that the innovation creates. So this increase in the capital gains tax is unique. It'll produce no revenue, it'll cost revenue, and it'll also cost jobs and stifle innovation. Brilliant thinking.